You know that feeling, right? That instant sense of calm when a dog just rests its head on your lap, or the simple joy of hearing a cat purr. There's this powerful, almost magical connection between us and animals. But what if that feeling was more than just comforting? What if it could be a real, structured part of healing? Okay, let's get into it.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down the basics. What is animal therapy, really? Then, we'll dig into the science of why it works so well. After that, we'll see what it looks like in action, explore all the different benefits, and then wrap things up with some really important things you need to keep in mind.
All right, first things first. What exactly are we talking about when we say animal therapy? Let's get a really clear, solid foundation here.
So the formal name for it is animal-assisted therapy, or AAT for short, and it's basically the intentional use of an animal as part of a treatment plan. The goal is to help someone cope with or recover from a specific health problem. So you see, this isn't just about petting a cute animal to feel good. It's a real professional practice with very specific goals.
Now, this is a super important point to get. Animal therapy is what we call a complementary therapy. It's designed to work with and enhance other main treatments, like psychotherapy or physical rehab. Think of it like a powerful tool in the toolbox, but it's not the whole toolbox itself.
So how in the world does this actually work? What's this secret sauce that makes hanging out with an animal a genuine therapeutic thing? Let's jump into the science behind it all. It really all boils down to this one simple but incredibly powerful idea: the human-animal bond. This is basically our built-in, natural tendency to want to connect with animals. It's a fundamental part of who we are, and therapy just taps into that connection for a healing purpose.
And what's so cool is how this bond creates real, tangible results. I mean, look at this list. It helps with boredom, sure, but it also gets people moving and more active. It provides companionship, which cuts down on loneliness. It can even be a bridge to more social interactions with other people. You put all that together, and of course it's going to improve someone's overall mood.
And this quote just nails it. These simple, positive moments with an animal create this amazing ripple effect. You end up with real benefits you can feel in your mind and your body. We're talking about less stress and just feeling more balanced emotionally, all from that one special bond.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get practical. What does this look like in the real world? It's not just a free-for-all petting session. A trained handler or therapist is there guiding everything. A session might involve, say, grooming the animal to help with fine motor skills, or taking it for a walk to get some physical activity in. The animal becomes this amazing bridge that helps the therapist and the client reach their goals.
And this is exactly why the certification process is so incredibly strict. You can't just bring any old pet into a hospital. I mean, look at temperament testing. It's not just about an animal being friendly. It's about making sure that animal can stay totally calm and focused, even in a chaotic or unpredictable place. It's all about making sure every single interaction is safe, professional, and therapeutic.
Okay, let's clear something up, because a lot of people mix these two up. A therapy animal is not the same thing as a service animal. Therapy animals are all about providing comfort in a clinical setting like a hospital or nursing home. They don't have the legal right to go everywhere. A service animal, on the other hand, is trained to do specific jobs for a person with a disability. And by law, they can go almost anywhere. Big difference. All right, now for the really amazing part. Who does this actually help? Well, the list is long. The applications cover this huge spectrum of conditions.
Let's start with mental health, because honestly, this is where some of the most powerful evidence for animal-assisted therapy really starts to shine.
And the way it helps is just fascinating. I mean, think about someone with anxiety. Interacting with an animal can physically lower their stress levels. For a veteran with PTSD, it's been shown to make symptoms more manageable. In a dementia care unit, an animal can be the one thing that breaks through the fog and sparks a conversation. For someone on the autism spectrum, it can create this incredible feeling of being supported. It's so specific and so powerful.
But hey, the benefits are not just in your head. The positive effects show up in your physical health too, in ways you can actually measure.
The physical side of this is just as impressive. You've got a patient recovering from heart failure, and an animal gives them the motivation they need to get up and walk. Or someone who just had surgery. Studies show interacting with an animal can literally reduce how much pain they feel. And imagine a stroke survivor. The simple act of petting a dog can be a huge part of retraining those motor skills. It's just incredible.
Okay, so we've talked up all the amazing things about animal therapy, but to have a really honest conversation, we have to look at the other side of the coin. We need to get into the risks and the realities.
Which brings us to the big question, right? Is this a one-size-fits-all solution? Is it the perfect choice for every single person out there? Well, the answer is not quite.
You definitely have to consider the potential downsides. I mean, the obvious one is allergies, or someone might just be afraid of animals, which would totally defeat the purpose. There's also the emotional risk of getting too attached to the animal, which can be really hard when the sessions end. And of course, in a hospital, you always have to be careful about infections, which is why those health screenings we talked about are so important.
So, what's the bottom line? It's actually pretty simple. This is a medical decision. You absolutely have to talk about it with your doctor or a therapist to figure out if it's a safe and smart choice for your specific situation.
And that kind of brings it all home, doesn't it? Animal therapy is this powerful, evidence-based partnership. It helps people cope in some truly remarkable ways. But as we've learned, it's a partner to primary treatment, not a replacement for it.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. We are just scratching the surface here. We're only beginning to understand this incredible connection. As the research keeps going, what do you think? What is the full, untapped potential of this amazing partnership between humans and animals when it comes to our health?